I want you to be productive. So today I want to talk about 3-step process to increase your productivity. Because I think whenever we look at the desire, keyword, desire to be productive, but then real life, what really happens, the behind the scenes, behind the curtain, we are just monkey mind, reactive. Do the next task, do the next task, do the next task, get that task done. Okay, that task is done. Okay, I need to do this. Oh, this person is loud, so I'll just handle their task to be done. Oh, this person's coming to me and they need this done. Okay, I'll do that. And I'll do that. And then at the end of the day, we did a bunch of noise, but some of the most important things that needed to get accomplished, we may not have gotten done. So this 3-step process, it sounds simple, but I want you to have an open mind and listen attentively just for this reason. Sometimes when we feel that things are simple and we don't get these aha moments, we tend to kind of skim over it. Like next thing you know, you start thinking about taking your dog to the vet and what that's going to look like on next Tuesday, and you haven't heard for 3 or 4 minutes of my podcast. Because what I'm saying is kind of simple, and so in turn, that can, in your mind, trick you to think that this isn't valuable. So what I'm telling you is, each of these 3 steps, if there is a discipline to master those, you're going to revolutionize the way that you work. And it's going to give you a ton of free time to be able to do the things that you really want to do, or to work more, whatever you want to do. It's your free will. You can do and choose whatever you want to do, bad or good. You can listen to me or not. It does not matter. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of us are busy, but not productive. So step number 1, set clear goals and priorities. Now you're like, okay, yeah, whatever, Jason. I've heard that a gazillion times. Well, here's the problem. You're not doing it. Because what you're doing is you're showing up at the office, or you're at home and you're showing up on your computer, and you instantly start to go reactive. You instantly open up your email, you instantly open up your Slack, and then from there you let those things decide what you're going to do right off the bat, right first part of the day, and now you've ruined it. There's no clarity there. You're just being reactive, bouncing off what this person's like, man, I need to do that. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. No, then I need to get this. Well, I didn't get this one done. Worst case scenario, if you cannot handle and you have an addictive personality and you have to go on your emails and Slack, here's what you do. You take a piece of paper out and you write down who you need to respond to and what task that needs to be completed. You don't do anything. Then you X out of Slack and X out of your email. You need to also get all the notifications off. All the notifications. On your phone too, you can do that, and we'll talk about that on step 2. But you need to take the time to get rid of the noise so you can gain clarity and prioritize the most essential task. What requires immediate attention? And which ones can wait? You're in an emergency room, you have 50 patients, and it's time to do triage. All of them are injured. But what you're doing is the guy with his artery bleeding out, and it's going to bleed out in 10 minutes. You're not answering that. Instead, you're worrying about somebody that has an ingrown toenail because they're squealing the loudest. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of times, the things that require immediate attention, the things that are very important, are quiet. And until you gain clarity and focus on these essential activities, and then allocate your time and resources effectively to that, because it may just need, one of the things is decentralized leadership. I talk about that, and taking the time. So when you write your to-do list, I'm going to give you a little cool, you ready? You write your to-do list, all the things you need to get done. Then next to each of those, you write who's going to do them. So you write, okay, I need to get this, system completed and finished and this done. And then you put a dash, and then you put, no, Ben's going to do that. And I'm going to coach Ben and help him with it. Instead of me doing it, I'm going to teach him how to do it. And you go through your whole list and you delegate. Decentralized leadership. Here we come. Awesome. Step number 2. Okay, here's another simple one, but it's going to be huge. Develop a routine and eliminate distractions. Why do you want a routine? Because what's going to happen is as you develop a routine of what you're going to do in the morning, first things, and as you hold yourself accountable to that, your brain will get in automatic mode on that. Then you won't fight these dopamine urges to hop on your phone every 10 minutes or 5 minutes to respond to every single person. You don't have to respond to people right away unless it's an emergency. You can respond to them, and I'll say, hey, let me work on that, and I'll get back with you. Can we schedule a meeting for that? And I'll get back with you at 10 p.m. Would love to be able to talk with you on this. Can we do a Zoom or face-to-face at 11 a.m.? And look at my schedule, and I just plug everybody in. I don't want to have a big, long Slack conversation anyways. I'd rather them sit in my office or look and have a Zoom call. Those are the two things I would rather do. I'd rather talk in person because I can see how they're doing. It just gives me another opportunity to coach. The task is not the real problem. The coaching is the problem. So I want to have every opportunity I can to talk to a human so I can be coaching as a leader. And this is your routine. Develop a routine. What does your calendar look like? Is it full of coaching? Have you taken the task and then converted those to be able to coaching? This morning, first thing, I had a meeting at 7 to 7:30 for coaching for 2 people. And then 7:30 to 8, I had 4 people, and I used those 2 for coaching. And I asked them, what would you do in this circumstances? How do you think you could accomplish this task? Well, who's going to be able to do this? Who wants to take on this task? When's the time frame? Basic coaching questions. You can go on Amazon and type in, leadership and coaching and all that. There's so many books. They even give you like questions and stuff. You get those and then you start practicing those. So then 8 o'clock, I have a meeting with the CEO. And from 8 to 8:45, I had blocked out till 9. From 8 to 8:45, got a bunch of information, went back and forth, created some new ideas. And then from there, I go to the gym. I left the gym, went 9:30 to the gym, and then I got back here at 11. See, I schedule my gym time. You see how that works? That's a big block. I put that in first. And then I schedule my meetings. If I have to get up at 7, that's fine. I have a trainer, so once I commit to him, I commit to him. And so I come back, I eat, and then I get back to work. And then I work for a few hours, and then now I'm doing a podcast. Develop a routine and eliminate distractions. Take your phone and put it on work mode. And take the time to set up your work mode. Like on my iPhone, I have it set up. The only thing that's going to come through is people that have important texts, people that I love. But when I'm working, I don't want emails. I I especially don't want social media. If I want to take a break on social media, I'll be in. All of those notifications should be off. Your Instagram notifications, your Facebook notifications, YouTube notifications. Don't have tons of notifications on your own. You don't need an email notification. Is it that important, really? Is every email emergency? No, you're just liking the dopamine hit. It's just evolutionary psychology. That's all it is. You can purposely check your emails and don't leave them up with dings and bings and beeps and whistles. All you're doing is just jumping. You're like a circus animal jumping from fire hoop to fire hoop. It's ridiculous. Step number 3, take breaks and recharge. This is where if social media is a recharge for you, take a break. Go on to social media. Relax. Don't look at anything. I'll put my computer on sleep for 20 minutes. I go to the gym. I go for hikes in the middle of the day. I go for walks. I go to a park. I will eat lunch with someone, usually all the time. I go in the afternoon and have a few drinks with people. And I use them as coaching sessions. our clients or whatever it may be. I take breaks, and those are recharging things for me. If you want to increase your productivity, you need to take breaks. You need to recharge. But you need to find things that truly recharge you. A lot of things that you think are recharging you aren't. They're just creating more stress and more cortisol. And if you can't take the time to take a break, then your leadership is all wrong. And you need to, you're doing everything for everybody. And you're the manager and everybody has to come to you. And I've had a million podcasts about this. This is so wrong. And I see so many people do this. And to me, to be honest with you, it's narcissistic. Because it's making it all about you, and you can't do it all. You're going to give 10% to this, 10% this, 10% this, and you don't trust your employees enough to let them to be able to lead and to be able to accomplish it. And guess what? You're only giving 10% to this and 10% to this and 10% to this and running from this and running this. You haven't given your full attention. You give it to an employee and say, hey, I just want you to work on this, and they give it their full attention. You're not going to like this, but they're going to do a better job than you will. It may be different, but they'll do a better job than you will. And you can coach them. You can say, hey, work on this project in a week from now. Let's meet Monday at 10 a.m. Perfect. Now think about the next thing. Who do I need to coach next? What can I dish off next? You shouldn't be doing work. You should be leading. A leader is leading people, not doing work. Big difference. So increasing productivity requires setting clear goals, developing routine, eliminating distractions, taking regular breaks, and recharging. If you follow these simple steps, I guarantee you it'll improve your productivity. You're going to achieve your goals. You're going to be, it's like your body. When you do cardio and weightlifting, it becomes more efficient, doesn't it? It's the same thing. You can eat a ton of sugar, carbs, and fast food. Guess what's going to happen? Your body's not going to be efficient. You start working out, your body gets efficient. It is the same way with productivity. It is the same thing when you have clear goals. You've got a routine, you're eliminating distractions, and you're taking breaks and recharging. Make a plan. Make a plan right now. Get out your notepad. I got one sitting right here with my 22 tasks for the day. Right here. I put on the top every day a week. I like to do a week's worth of work in a day. I have the date, and I have a yellow legal pad, and I have 22 things that I've been working on today. And I probably got like 9 or 10 of them done. And I went to the gym, and I've had a bunch of meetings. You can do it. Be proactive, not reactive.
Thank you for joining us on the Albuquerque Business Podcast. And thanks to our sponsor, RigbyDigital.com. Make sure to subscribe and share. And go to abqpodcast.com. Get show notes, resources, and links to everything we talked about today to help you navigate your journey as an entrepreneur and business owner.